we are discussing specifically on this part. If I go here, this recording. Yeah, okay. This one. Okay. So we came to know that how the opened and created work for us. Okay. Now the question come, why this thing has been come into the picture? I tell you one thing. In IT industry, I saw a lot of customers who says the incident SLA should be start as soon as ticket has been opened. Okay, let's take example. In our daily call, we wait for 1 or 2 more minutes. Okay, but practically, you guys can tell me, Atul, training should be start sharp 8:30. Once one person join, you can kick off or you can start for that day. That is the purpose of the opened by. But what we do, we wait for 2-3 minutes when everybody joins, then we start the session. So that is a difference between opened by and the created. So not opened by, open and the created here. Okay. Now if I come back to this point, it has been paused and we have good time to see that part. Now what we'll do, we'll move this incident into the in progress again, and then we will see is any changes happen in the breach time or not. Okay.
Atul, there's no screen sharing
Yes.
for me. Is it
Oh,
same for everyone?
sorry. No, no, no. I did not share actually. Sorry. Hmm. Now I hope you are able to see. Please, Arun, you can confirm me.
Yep. Yeah. Now
Okay.
it's perfectly
Okay.
fine.
So now what we'll do, we will make this incident or we will move this incident into the in progress. And we will see is any change happen in the breach time or not. Logically, no. Practically, let's see. That is the purpose of the retroactive start. In progress and see. 341 था ना वहां पे. Let's go here. See, it has increased the breach time. This original breach time, it's still showing the same thing to me. What was the original breach time? 4:30 or 3:30? Anyone remember?
4:30.
4:30. It means this is an example of the retroactive start. Definitely, you will see Atul, here the time has been showed. That's fine. It has been showing to you, but actual breach time is still the same for you. Because this is the example of the retroactive start. If you remove the retroactive from the SLA, then the actual breach time will be also increased to the 443. That is the way. Clear? Any doubt, any question till this point? Anyone? Tell me. अरे हाँ ना yes no तो बोलो.
Atul, can you repeat on the breach time,
Okay.
please?
Okay. So what we did? Okay, let me repeat it. What we did, we created this P1 incident. Okay. We move this incident into the in progress. After in progress, we move this incident into the resolved state. Okay. Once we keep it in the resolved state, after a few minutes, we reach or we open this incident back into the in progress. Because this SLA has a retroactive start. So it did not change anything in my original breach time. It increased my breach time, but it did not increase my actual breach time. Because I put the retroactive start. It means I say the time which I spend, the time the ticket has been created, you should take the same time for the consideration as well. Clear? Or if I do one thing, let make it as a closed. Let's see. Save. Let's see what happened now. Because it's closed, it cannot be reopened. That is one thing. Now you can see completed. This one. I cannot reopen it now. Sorry, I cannot reopen it. So by this way, you can do the testing of the retroactive start and the retroactive pause specifically. That how much time you're going for the put on the pause should not be included in the breach time. That is the thing. In practical, if I say there's nothing to be configured, just putting the two checkbox, that's all. But if you want to see the practical of this thing, that how this has been working actually, then you have to be create one incident and then you can see that part. Clear or not clear? I know it is confusing, but I need some inputs from your side. Any doubt, or you want me to go again? Okay, let's do one thing now. Let's remove this retroactive part from here. Start condition and remove this. Okay. Sorry, start condition not met. And save this. Done. Everything has been saved now. Why it's not showing? Okay, it's loading for me. Yep. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's create one more incident with the same. Caller Tanvi without retro. Okay. SLA 1 and 1 and save. Clear till this point? Any doubt? Any question?
You have to work and come up with doubts.
Okay, so now you can see the actual breach time is 4:59. How it's 1 hour from now? Okay, sorry, yes. Actual so start time is 3:59. Breach time is 4:59. Okay, and this is the actual breach time. Now what we'll do? Let me go here. First, I'll show you the pause time. Let me move to the resolve state. When I put the resolve, you can see here. What is the pause state they give? When the ticket is either in the, okay, they say ticket is in the on hold. Okay, let me do this thing. Put the ticket on the on hold now. And awaiting caller. Right, this is the condition. Yes, awaiting caller or incident in the resolve state. Anything can be work for me. Let me do this here. Okay. Save. Customer visible. Okay, here I can go and click on the save. Okay. Now let's go to the SLA part. SLA pause. Original breach time. Save. Okay. Let's wait for 1 minute. It's 9:30. Let's wait till 9:31, and then we will move this ticket into the in progress. Okay. That is the one thing which we are going to be do now. Maybe it's some. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let me put some change settings at my end. Time calendar compact. No, I don't want the compact. So now it will help us to see the seconds as well. Now let me reload this page. Okay, now it is easy for us to be check. Original breach time is this and this. Now I did not tick box the retroactive pause, and we done approximately 2-minute pause as well, right? We will able to see that pause time here. Okay, I pause this incident on the 4 a.m. Let me go and do the in progress and save. Now scroll down. See this one, 7:22 breeze time. Earlier, what was it showing? 3:59. Sorry, 4:59, right? Now it's showing 5 o'clock. Okay, let's go here. This is the original breeze time it will be showing, because this will not change. And pause duration is the 1 minute. Okay. Now, if I conclude this point, basically, I put my ticket on hold and wait for 1 minute. In this case, my SLA will be breached on this particular time period, 5 o'clock. Not before that. Not before that. If anyone want to test this, open this ticket after 1 hour. Open this ticket after 1 and then see what is the time it's showing to you. And what you can do here, let me add one more flag here, has breach. TLF's business. Okay. Put the has breach as well. It is showing false, meant it is not breached till this point. And when it will be breached, it will be breached on the 5 p.m. 44 seconds. But if I put the retroactive pause true, then it will breach on the this time only. That is the purpose of the retroactive pause. Start means if I move this ticket into the resolved state and I want to reopen, then it will take a time of the this thing, start time only. Then thing. What I can suggest you here. Okay. Very, because in this practically you have to be see everything. Practically you should be clear. Otherwise there is no point to be on the discussion on that point. What you can do, create one SLA, okay, and put the SLA duration only for the 10 minutes. Don't put for the 1 hour. Just only put for the 10 minutes. Okay. First incident create without these conditions. It gone here. Without this condition. And then see when you move the incident into in progress, resolved, and back to the in progress, how your breach time is behaving and what time your incident breach actually. Okay, that is the one example. Second example, in the same SLA, check this as well. And then create a new incident and see how this thing has been behaving for you. Clear or any doubt? Let me come back here. Tanvi. Prashant. Any doubt, any question here? अरे हाँ ना यस नो तो बोलो. Harsha. Arun.
Hello.
Yes, Harsha.
Sir, we set duration for 5 hours and keep it on hold for 2 or 3 minutes pause and again change the state in progress, then the breach time has been changed. Okay. Again,
Yes, breach time will be definitely changed, but original breach time will never be changed.
okay.
Okay, that is the thing I'm saying. You what you have to be do. I'll can give you a little more way of seeing this thing. If you cannot remember this, copy this. Okay, copy this line into the Excel sheet and copy this into the Excel sheet in the same manner. Like what I do specifically just to be show you or tell you the how you can do the testing at your end. Okay, let me go here, open it and paste it here. Okay. थोड़ा बहुत changes कर लेना, that's fine for everyone. Do like this. Okay, now it is easy for you to be see, right? Just put one more column here. Suppose when incident in the new state, these are the timings. When incident in the in progress, these are the timing. When incident in the on hold, these are the timing. Incident in the resolved, these are timing. Incident in the again in progress, these are timings. In this case, it is helpful for you to do the analysis at your end. That how this thing, this declarative start and pause is working for us actually. Because in this case, we cannot wait for the if you reduce if when you create your own SLA, if you reduce to 1 hour to only 10 or 15 minutes, you can still see that how the change is happening at your end. Put ticket in progress, wait for 2 minutes. Ticket on hold, wait for 2 minutes. Ticket in resolve, wait for 2 minutes. Ticket in progress, wait for 2 minutes. Ticket move to the close state. Then see how much time I'll be getting here. Only then you will be able to see, understand that how the red start work or not. Arun, Dhanashri, any doubt? Vishwajit, yes, no, to bolo. हाँ, yes, Arun.
And no doubt. So it means the this one, the activity which we did just now in the Excel, I think I think then we can also customize these part in our the main sheet. Let's say when we log in, let's say after 2-3 weeks, right? As an experienced ServiceNow consultant, then we can see which are assigned to me, or which are open or on hold, right? That way.
Yes, you can do this exercise, this Excel sheet. Why I tell you, because it is easy for you to do the analysis at your end. You can see,
Right.
okay, when I was put the ticket on in progress, my breach time was this, and now my breach time is this. So you can see, okay, what happening in the background in the table level. And when after 15 minutes, and okay, do one thing, don't close the ticket, wait for 20 minutes, don't close, and then
Right.
if it is breached to you, and you will able to see the breach time, that when it has been breached actually, then it is easy for you to be understand that it has been breached on this time or it has been breached on. Then you can analyze your points. Then what is the benefit of the retroactive start? If you did not use the retroactive, it will breach on these timings. If we use the retroactive, it will breach on this timing.
So in this case, we can also set up the email partner. Like let's say when it is about
email is different, Arun. That is the separate topic.
Okay.
Maybe we can start by tomorrow.
Okay.
As of now, for our understanding, for our practical things, do this exercise. And better put the less time here, 5 minutes, 10 minutes only, so that you can see how things are be moving. It's too long to wait. We forget that what we are doing. 10
Yes.
minutes it's good. 8 minutes, 10 minutes is very good for you. Okay.
Right.
Everyone clear on that part?
Yes, Atul.
Vinoj, Aishwarya, Ashwani. Okay. Now let me so any other doubt before I make a close of this recording?
No, Atul.
Okay, let me stop the recording and then I'll give you one more